Hello children, good morning to all. Once again, welcome back to class 10 economic class. How are you children? I hope all you are fine over there. Which chapter we were discussing? Yes, chapter 4, Globalization and Indian Economy. In the previous class, we have learnt about how does production carried out across the countries. The MNCs has important role in this context. How MNCs interlink production across the countries? Sometimes MNCs set up production jointly with local companies or buying companies and expand their production. Then another way in which MNCs control production through placing order for small scale industries. So I hope all of you got an idea about this. Today we are going to understand the role of foreign trade in the integration of market and also the concept of globalization. Foreign trade and integration of markets. How does a foreign trade integrate the different markets? Is it possible to integrate two markets? That's what we try to find out. We all know that historically, India had trade relationship with other countries, especially with southern part of Asia and also Europe. All this trade were carried out through trade routes or otherwise known as Silk routes. But the arrival of East India Company, they changed India as their colony. So from this, we can understand that foreign trade is not a new concept for India. So what is foreign trade? Foreign trade means exchange of goods and services between countries or across the world. Then there are various benefits of foreign trade or various functions of foreign trade. What are they? First one, it creates an opportunity for the producer to reach beyond the domestic market. In a country, if there is no foreign trade, producer can sell their product only within the market of their own country. That is called domestic market. But with foreign trade, producer can sell their product all over the world. So foreign trade widens or expands the market of consumer for their product, then it would increase and it leads to increase in demand of their product and it would increase income of the producer. Similarly, in the point of view of consumer, that means buyers, it provides wide choice of goods for consumer. So consumer will get not only domestic product but they get foreign goods also. So this is the second benefit or second function of foreign trade. And third one, it brings international competition between various producers. So it enhances international competition of different countries' produce. For example, Chinese toys in India. We all know that Chinese toys are very cheapest toys in the world and varieties of toys are available from China. Because of the cheaper price and new designs, Chinese toys become more popular in India and Indian market than Indian shops. From the past decades, 70 to 80% of Indian toys have replaced with Chinese toys. In competition with Chinese toys, Indian toys are very costly as compared to Chinese toys. So due to this low price and many variety, automatically the Chinese toys have increased in India. For the Chinese toys makers, foreign trade provides an opportunity to expand their business. At the same time, Indian toy maker face losses. Okay, so in this way, foreign trade connect market of different countries. In the last class, you have learned about foreign investment. That is there any difference between foreign investment and foreign trade? Okay, the trade between two or more countries is called foreign trade, whereas the investment made by MNCs is called foreign investment. So what do you mean by investment? It is spend money to buy assets like land, building, machinery, etc. are called investment. Then the investment made by MNCs is called foreign investment. So the prime difference between foreign trade and foreign investment is, in foreign trade deals with transaction of goods and services, but foreign trade deals with transaction of money or capitals. That is the basic difference between foreign trade and foreign investment. So next we moving on to understand what is globalization. Okay, we have discussed about MNCs. MNCs have been looking for locations around the world which would be cheap for their production. So the large part of foreign trade is controlled by MNCs. For example, the Ford, the car manufacturing plants of Ford Motors in India not only produce car for Indian market, it also export car to other developing countries and export car components for its many factories around the world. So in this way, MNCs and also foreign trade integrate the market around the world. So in simple words, the increased volume of trade leads to more investment, and this leads to more integration, and all this definitely leads to more interconnection between countries. So this process of rapid integration or interconnection between countries is called globalization. Okay, so what is globalization? The process of rapid integration or interconnection between countries is called globalization. So there are four important factors of globalization. First one, movement of goods and services between countries, movement of investment across the countries, then third one, movement of technology across the world, and the fourth one, movement of people between countries. Why people move from one place to another? We know that people usually move from one country to another in search of better job, better income and better education, etc. So, globalization is the interlinking of countries through the movement of all these factors. That is movement of goods and services, movement of investment, then movement of technology and also the movement of people. So, in simple words, globalization means the speed up of movement and exchanges of human beings, goods and services, capital and technology or cultural practices all over the world. That is known as globalization. India was one of the prime nations which implemented globalization. Then India had introduced globalization in the year 1991 during Narasimha Rao government, and Dr. Manmohan Singh was the finance minister of India during that time. Okay, so we will discuss more about globalization in the next classes. So that was today's section. Today we have discussed about the meaning of globalization and how does trade, international trade, integrate various nations, etc. So children, as usual, you have to watch the URL, attend the test paper, download your notes and learn it well. See you in the next class. Bye.